On the news this week, I heard about the results of a study that said that African American children and Hispanic children are suspended more from school than any other race of children.
Yep.
And it's starting now earlier. They're in pre-K
Yep.
and even kindergarten and first grade that they're being suspended. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with the shame
Everything
aspect
to
as
do,
well.
everything to do.
And them acting out in school because when they can't do, or told that they can't do, then they start acting out to distract or detract from the fact that they can't do it. Or don't
Yeah.
want to do it.
Yes, there are people who are, there's a model called the compass of shame, right? And the compass of shame, I'll just do an abbreviation of it for right now. But basically, when we feel shame, we have a series of default ways that we deal with it, none of which are very good. Now, there are cases for a higher functioning person, when they feel shame, they go, that is good. Shame is acting like a learning prompt. I'm going to get better at that. Or shame, I don't feel good about my golf swing, so I'm going to go practice it more. Or I don't feel good about my teeth being white enough, so I'm going to go bleach it more. Or on and on and on, right? Shame can be a positive motivator, right? On the one hand. On the other hand, most of the time when we feel shame, our primary instinctual response is to get out of there. We want to escape. And we escape either by denying it, and by denying it, we change the context. So this is how little kids will say, I'm stupid. I'm not smart. I'll never be good at that. Because it shuts off the shame. They've accepted something, and it's only because they have a hope or a desire to be better at it that it feels shame. So by limiting their expectations, it minimizes the shame. Another way that they do is to just flat avoid it. And most of us, before the day's out, if you're honest with yourself and you pay attention to yourself, before the day's out, you'll recognize that you avoid shame like me avoiding stepping on that plant, right? You're moving through the day, interacting with people, and things are going on, and something looms on the horizon that might cause you to feel not so good about yourself, and you almost unconsciously, automatically avoid it. We do it all the time. And then the other side of the compass of shame is anger. We get angry. And most of the kids that have behavior problems because they've transmuted the shame. And this goes for bullying and for being bullied, right? They take the shame and turn it into anger and then either express it outward or inward. Inward causes one kind of psychological problem, and outward causes the behavior problems we're talking about. There's literature up on this, right? Relative to how shame becomes anger, becomes behavior problems. So, and again, shame is not happening in a vacuum, it's happening in with respect inside the context of learning. So we're back to learning, maladaptive learning, shame. This is the heart of our psychological, physical, academic, educational issues.